All right, welcome back. So we got a quote from samwise gamgee from The Lord of the Rings. He says, "It's the job that's never started that takes the longest to finish." And something I've been doing lately is in my like task list, I just like write out like three super small, super easy mini micro tasks um of like for example um setting up some new here's a good example. So let's say setting up creating a document going over everything to optimize a Google business profile for one of my clients. And instead of like having the task just be create optimization document for XYZ client, and that's it. That's like a really like big task, and it's kind of like, oh, like where do you start? Instead, it's like open up Google Sheets, open up their Google business profile, find one thing to improve that could be improved. And it's like those three super small micro tasks I write down, in the description of the task. And then as soon as I do like the three micro tasks, then I'm kind of on a roll, and then it's easy to keep going and to actually finish the whole thing in one sitting. Um, but if I don't have that like starting point of like super small, easy to accomplish like micro tasks, I find it so hard to actually get started. And then, like Samwise says, it literally takes the longest to finish. So that's the agency tip of the day. Today is day 113 of the agency speedrun, 0 to 1 million. We're going to go over YouTube comments. We got a comment from Callum. Brother, do you know the payment brother, you know the payment accountability that you do. How much do you think that has helped when it has come to cold calling, if you could quantify it? Because recently I've slacked on cold calling so much, so I've been thinking about implementing the same strategy with one of my boys. Yeah, dude, great question. And I would say honestly, it's helped me a ton. Like you just have to like we all just like take we just go wherever the friction is the least. And honestly, having to pay $50 if I miss my targets has um, helped me a lot. And like it's constantly on my mind. And as you can see, um, yeah, it's led to some pretty solid results so far. So I would highly recommend it. I mean, you can do whatever amount you want. It has to like sting a little bit. Because I started with I think I started with $20, and then I did it every day. That was a bit too much. There wasn't enough flexibility, and I was kind of like stressed over it all the time. Um, Definitely. And then switching to like $50 per week. And as long as I hit my targets in the week, then I'm good. Gives me a little bit of breathing room, and I found that to be a pretty good sweet spot. But yeah, I'd encourage you to kind of figure out what would be your sweet spot. And yeah, man, there's nothing more motivating than losing money for not doing it, and then also like the quote unquote social shame of having to like fork over some money to your boys. So I would definitely recommend. Great question. And then for the input tracker, we're going over yesterday, Wednesday, 9 hours work. Yeah, this week has been just a lot of work, but really good. No other closed deals. There's one in the pipeline. I think he's going to pay any day, so that will be great. And let's see. Everything else is pretty good to go. I'm going to end it here, but I hope you guys have a good one.